So Minitoon finally released the Piggy Intercity teaser, and like usual it was short and mysterious, leaving us with more questions than answers, so here's me breaking it down. The teaser involved some infected painfully walking and groaning words. As they are stumbling, most likely losing control, they try not to give up trying to reach their destination. Soon the camera shifts to show a potion, but it was too late, as the infected finally turns around to show their face, jumpscaring the camera. Now there are many explanations I have for this 30-second clip, and it is low-key deeper than you think. First of all, if you have this awesome stuff called eyes and a brain, it comes in the human starter pack, by the way. You can recognize the setting being the port map. Don't believe me? Look at the round pillars in this building and look at the round pillars in the building of the trailer. The map style is also the exact same, only difference being the building style, since in Intercity a different person may have built it, and also Minj definitely has gotten better at building. Now the speech. What could the infected be saying? You can tell in his groans he was saying something. Some people speculate he says this. You may be wondering, I thought the infected couldn't speak, and I think it still applies. Some people in Creek's chat speculated that the infected wasn't actually infected, rather it was a person turning infected tirelessly trying to reach the potion, no, rather a cure. They were groaning, trying their best to reach the so-called cure, but in the end, they were too late, turning into a full infected. This is further enforced as you can see the infected's eye glow once they turn around, meaning it wasn't glowing till then. Meaning in the first part of this teaser the infected was actually a normal person turning infected and turns infected at the end, causing the screaming at the camera. We also can notice how the infected looks abnormal even before they turn, since they had long limbs and claws, possibly hinting that infecteds are evolving or mutating as Intercity takes place way after the main storyline. Also, something significant to note is that it seems that there is a war going on, since we hear explosions and sirens in the beginning. We also see a destroyed version of the port, hinting at the explosions from the war. Maybe what TIO said in Book 2 is actually happening, as people are at war for the cure, or should I say the cure, since there may be more than one, since there is just one laying around on the ground. I'm sure that's not the actual reasoning on how the potion got there. This war may involve the capital we see in old Intercity teasers. Not paid attention to this, but in the teaser Minitoon uploaded, he named it Shattered Hope. Now this could be referencing our infected we see in the video, as their hope is shattered seeing the cure being broken. But it is definitely much deeper than that, as in the main storyline, we believed the solution was to find the cure, but soon TIO told us how the cure will only cause more war, or in his words, a fight between your own brothers and sisters, showing how it's no longer the infected being our main enemy, rather ourselves fighting for the cure. The cure, I'm sure after the finding of the first cure in Book 2 led to many other copies explaining the cure just there in the teaser. There definitely won't be cures just lying there. They will still be rare, but not as rare as before, since I'm sure there will be way more than one cure. Also, from now on, whatever I'll be saying is pure speculation and not confirmed. When we finally see the infected turn around, doesn't it look familiar? Fans speculate it may be Finally, Kona, and even William, because you may notice the following similarities. And in William's case, people who think the infected said my brother may hint to William, but that does not make any sense, since if the infected is William, he would be the brother in this case, since he has a sister being the brother. And the infected does not really look like Willow, so we can say it's not in their family tree. It may be Finally and Kona, but in my opinion I think the infected is their own character for Intercity, so whatever he is saying in the trailer may still make sense, since we can't refer to the original Piggy storyline for it. I think the only things we can refer to in this trailer that's from both Piggy books are the Q or Shio's ideology and the port map. So, what do you think about this Intercity teaser trailer? Let me know what you think is right, and what you think is wrong about my theory, and also your own ideas down in the comments section. Well, next time we see Piggy content is in another trailer or the game release, and I will make sure to make a video on it soon. So like the video and smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you later.